Hey folks, it's Marvello V. I have a break attending my daughter's track meet, so thought I'd reflect a little bit on some things. Um, had an interesting week, so one of the things I've been doing this year is called an unraveling. It's a word that God gave to me for my own spiritual walk this year, and it's something I've been doing. It's something our church, Project Church Sacramento, encourages, to have a word from God and then to follow through on that, because that's where our spiritual growth is. And mine is it first starts with to live moderately. That's my phrase. And then later on, a couple of months later, I got this vision from the Lord, and the word he gave me was unravel. And so I'm calling it the unraveling, because it feels like darkness being pulled out of me. I know I shared a little bit in a previous video about it, and I learned more this past week on what that really means. And I have to drink God's love. And it was a vision that related to other people in this group I was with, that started speaking to how they felt like we were supposed to go to the well of the Lord, because Lord describes what he gives to us as living water. That's his word, and in the Bible, and it's also his love. And I was sharing with my wife this morning that so many years I spent afraid of life, really, because I was a scared little kid, and I was meek and afraid to protect myself, and it was really hard when I was getting picked on a lot. And so I lived most of my childhood afraid. And as I got older and stronger, and kind of rage and anger came into me, and I realized I could use that to protect myself. I'm going to put that in quotes, to protect myself from harm, from bullies, from people that tried to hurt me, or anybody that I felt was like trying to take advantage of me. I used that to lash back, and I've carried it all these years. I'm 50 years old now, and one of the things that the Lord's been teaching me is that there's no need for me to carry this rage, this anger anymore. And besides that, I've been carrying all these false ideas of what it means to be a man in society. In my head, I've allowed this self-pity to consume me, so that if I didn't get my way with my wife, I told myself I could go ahead and look at pornography. I could go ahead and commit a mental adultery. And that's not the way it is in the spiritual walk. That's not the way it is supposed to be in real life. And I'm relearning again what it means to really be pure in my walk with God. And I know he's trying to bring me there. I was prophesied over at a Thursday night group. I was given the gift of seeing God's visions more clearly, the gifts of dreaming, and receiving messages from God, and also to be in line with God's timing. That's the other thing that was prayed over me, and I received it beautifully, and I don't want to let go of that. And just as quickly as that came, temptation started to come to me, not necessarily with pornography or adultery, but even with a business opportunity that doesn't really align with what I'm trying to do with the Lord. I'm all about recovery and trying to create a clean heart, a new heart. The scripture memory that I've been given for this year is Psalm 51:10, which is create in me a clean heart, O God, renew a steadfast spirit within me. That's Psalm 51:10, and that's what I'm supposed to be doing this year. So I just wanted to share a little bit with you about what it really takes to follow God. It's not an easy journey. It's a journey that's going to require struggle and pain, but the same effort that we put in running away from God is the same effort that's required in pursuing him and trying to follow what he's trying to call us to do. All right, I'll check you out later.